think I gotta turn the camera around. Oh yeah, I do. There. I'm just trying to clean up the bench. I need to make it taller. I thought that was the opposite. Oh, I had it on backwards the whole time. No, I'm confused. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, I don't. This isn't working very good. Spraying on my feet. I'm gonna be washing the. I'm gonna be washing the thing off. I want to check my. Oh, hi, Jeff. How are you, Jeff? I'm hanging out at home today. And I'm not doing a very good job. I'm trying to hose down things and clean things up. And hold on. Yeah, hi, Mabel. Because I forgot. I don't have my microphone on. Sorry about that. Sometimes I forget to turn my microphone on. Yeah, it's hot and I need to clean out the chicken thing over there. It's dirty. It's dirty. But it's so hot. But anyway, I was trying to try to give them some cantaloupe. I was gonna eat some of this with them, but I left the bag open when I brought it out here, so flies got in it. So I'm not eating it now. Oh, my microphone. I was also trying to set up my little motion sensor thing for my trash can bandits because it's still going on. They've actually swapped my trash can. I don't know how they did that. I didn't even notice because I painted green on my trash can. And it just disgusts me. I had both of my trash cans were brand new. And it just disgusts me that I have a can that somebody else has put their stuff in. Maybe I'm weird, but it's just disgusting. I mean, maybe if it wasn't summertime and, that makes my can really stink. All of my trash I put in there is in bags. And I buy good bags so it doesn't leak or anything, I don't have can liners or nothing like that. Hi, Mike. Still dealing with the trash can bandit. But this time they brought a trash can and put it in between my two trash cans. So I have two, so then I ended up having three with their trash in that third can, which I'm glad they didn't use my can, but still, if that continues, the city will charge me for 3 cans, and I'm not gonna allow it. The trash can is gone. Their trash is gone down the alley. it got wheels, and it walked away on its own two wheels, or rolled away on its own two wheels. Hi. No, I'm not in my car today. What's a garbage thing to do? Yeah, what a garbage thing to do. Yeah, Mike. And now, I had the 2 cans that I had these little green dots sprayed on them. Well, someone took one of the cans. I had green dots sprayed all the way around it, because they say you're not supposed to write your house number on it or whatever. So I didn't do that, but I was like, I'm just going to put a little green dot on there. And so I just realized today, someone came and took the 1 can that I had with the green dots on it, disappeared. It's not anywhere down the alley because I looked. So someone took it and rolled it far away. So now I'm just like, okay, what's the point of putting the green dots on there if I'm not going to be able to find it anyway? The one reason is if I catch them. If I catch them and they're rolling it away, then I know for sure it's my can. I mean, I guess I could write the numbers down and try to memorize the numbers, but it is what it is. But anyway, so the sensor that I got, it's a driveway sensor, and it works just wonderfully while I was putting it up. When I took it out of the box, put the batteries in it, and all that, works great. But as soon as I put it up, it doesn't work. It doesn't work the way I want it to work. But anyway, so here I am back to square one. I just don't want people to use my cans or put their trash with my trash, and that's the only way I'm going to get it to stop, is if I face-to-face tell them, because they're not getting it with my little, you're on camera and all that stuff, because the camera is too far away too. I got to move the camera, so it's like I'm just having to redo shit, you know what I mean? And I don't like redoing stuff, so it's frustrating when I think I've got it done right, and then it's not done right. The camera is too far away. I need to put it from over there. I need to move it to over here, and because the sensor part of it, like it works great as far as picking me up, or any like the dog Sierra. It doesn't pick up the chihuahuas. It doesn't pick up the chickens or the squirrels or the little birds, but it will pick up people and big dogs. But that's in the yard. If it's on the other side of the fence, no, it won't pick you up. Not even 1 foot. It's like it knows the fence is there. It's like, no, I'll pick you up on this side of the fence, but I'm not going to pick you up on the other side of the fence. It's weird. You can put a banner on your can, like, don't put, that doesn't work. Are you kidding me? I have it, the only way I could get it to work is if I put an actual lock on my can, and then someone's just going to walk away with it anyway. The only way I'm going to get them to stop is if I face-to-face tell them to stop. It's the only way it's going to work. I mean, I have written on there, not for public use, you're on camera, bitch, all that. They don't care. They don't give a shit. Just keep your trash away from my cans and my house. I don't want your trash. Those things don't work. It's like, for example, when you first chat on my live, it says be respectful, basically. Do you think people listen to that? It's the same thing with my trash can. Hello there, Gary. You couldn't hear me the whole time? Oh my gosh. It's typical for me. For some reason, the microphone doesn't want to work. And I wasn't even looking to see if it was connected or not connected. So the whole thing you didn't even hear. I was saying Okay, maybe this will work. She said I was here. Oh, well, that's weird. My microphone just shut off for no reason. Me and technology. I can't get my motion sensor to work. I was saying just that. Yeah, I was. My daughter called, and then when I went back, you were gone. And then she called back again. Anyway, my morning is just such a mess. That's probably not even how it went. Oh, wait, no. I got up to clean. That's what I did. Then she called. Oh my gosh, my brain. But anyway, yeah. So still dealing with the trash can bandit, and my efforts are not working because I do things wrong. Like I said, the electronics, the camera I put up over here, and I should have put it up closer to over here. So now I just got to move it, and it probably isn't that big of a deal to move it. I just have to get on the ladder, and I'm scared of heights. I might have Angel come help me move it. So there'll be that. Oh, hi, Megan. Hi, good to see you, Megan. Oh, here comes Chickens crack me up. She comes running over here. Hi, Minnie Pearl. What are you doing, Minnie Pearl? Where are you going? She's got an agenda. Oh, there's the other ones. Mabel and Mercury and Minnie Pearl. I mean, Major Pepper. I'll show you the littles. So I came out here today to clean up. I gotta hose my sidewalk down and clean the tent for the littles. Yeah, there they are right there. Staying cool on this side of the house. Hi, Lily. Hi, pretty girl. You're so pretty. Yeah, you are. You're posing pretty for the camera, too. That's Lily. And Gary says T-cones. Mabel's doing great. This is Lily. She is a cream leg bar breed. They have the little poof on their head. Very pretty. She's tiny. She's little. And then there's Olive. Oh, Respucia. Respucia's right here. She's the biggest chicken breed. She's a Brahma. Yeah, don't act like you're scared of me. No, you're hot. I know. I got a water hose over there for you, and you don't even like it. This is Olive. She's an Americana. Hi, Olive. Pretty girl. Pretty girl, Olive. Oh, and these three, the Americana, Olive here, and the cream leg bars, they will lay blue or green eggs, or both. I'm not sure which. Blue or green. She was pecking me. All right, girls, you know, maybe when I hose it down over here, it'll feel better. Quit pinching me. You're pinching. You're pinching. Wow, Respucia's beautiful. I like her feathers. Yeah. She's the softest chicken I've ever petted so far. See how her feathers are just so like, she just looks soft. So pretty. Aren't ya? Respucia, yeah. And her little feathered feet and legs. She's going to be the only one that will lay eggs in the wintertime. Possibly, and maybe, Olive. Because she's got a lot of feathers on her head and her neck. Not so much her legs, but that my other girls, they didn't lay the last winter. It was too cold. They got to put their energy into keeping warm. So I'm going to come sit back over here. I'm hot myself. Whew. Yeah, so I gotta clean out the tent and put new hay in there for them. Hi, Colleen. Oh, hi, Presley. Just got back from work. Hi, Charles. I hope you had a good day at work. Yes, Colleen put Mabel in there. I'm gonna get some pictures, I promise, for emojis for all of my chickens. And I've got some other ones planned if I could just make the time to do it. And I'm drinking a tea, organic Lipton tea, peppermint, which is from my front yard, lemon, and strawberry, sweetened with stevia, and lots of ice. And I have potassium and sodium in here, electrolytes. And I figured out that this lid, when I have trouble, it sounds good. Thank you, Colleen. It is good. I like making things homemade. I don't like getting stuff out of the store. It's a lot of flavoring added to it. It's not real stuff. Good to add electrolytes on these hot days. Yeah. Yeah, it is for sure. I thought you were going to say Bloody Mary. No, Presley. It's too hot for that. It's too hot. Yeah. So that's my plan today, but I'm just doing my live too. So I'll probably do my live and sit here and chat with everybody and then get up and do stuff. Because it's 4 o'clock. Yeah. The sun's going to start coming around over here. But I have the water hose, so it'll be fine. I can keep cool with the water hose. But I found out, Megan, this was an excellent, if you're still here. Yeah, you're still here. This lid, like if I tighten it all the way, of course that's what you normally would do. I can't, it's not getting enough air through that little bitty thing there, the little opening. And of course that's what makes it, you know, whatever, spill proof or whatever. But I can't, so I have to open it a little bit. I figured it out. I have to open it a little bit. And now if I'm driving, that might be an issue because I might forget to close it up and I might spill it all in my car. So I'm deciding if this is going to work for me in my car or not. It probably will, but as long as I just remember to close it back up. I have all these little sparrows. Well, I get the camera out and they all fly away, or get the phone out. They go in, they get in they eat the scratch. The stuff right here is all corn and sunflower. It's what I feed the girls. Oh, a bird just went in there. They eat the chicken feed. There's nothing, I mean, I don't mind feeding the birds, but see, you can see them flying in and out of there. But it does get kind of expensive. I had that issue with one of my clean canteens, had to get rid of it. Oh. Carrie says for the birds. Soaked a few backpacks. Oh. Starting to get warm. I didn't even have it plugged in or anything. It's one I don't know why it keeps shutting off. Thank you guys. When did it mute? I don't even know what I was talking about the birds eating the food. And I was saying the 5-gallon bucket, that is their feeder. I have the other food in the basement in plastic totes. I buy a 50-pound bag of both. A minute ago. Maybe it was when you're working on becoming a lip reader. I am sometimes a lip reader. If I would just keep an eye on my lights on my thing, I unplugged my transmitter, receiver, whatever the heck you call that thing. It's connected to the phone for the microphone. I was, if I would keep my eye on that little indicator light, then I would know. It wasn't that long. I'm messing with you. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Oh, I was just saying that my phone is overheating and I had to take the case off of it, and maybe that's when I unplugged it and then plugged it back in, and I don't know why it's being weird. I can get it to work for like a day at a time, and then it doesn't work. It does silly things for like forever, and then, you know, if I call DJI for support, it works fine, and then I'm glad it's working, but then they can't help me with my issue. And then it does it again. Anyway, so, and I was talking about this. I was just saying how the birds, oh yeah, the 5-gallon bucket. Yeah, I've got the scratch inside in a 5-gallon bucket, but when I put it out here to feed the chickens, I mean, I can't feed the chickens like that, you know what I'm saying? One day at a time was a good show. Yeah. Making smoked burger with cucumber, tomato, salad chips. That sounds good. That sounds wonderful, says Megan. Diane says slay. Okay. I don't know what that means, Diane. Something easy. You farted. Okay. I don't care. Thank you, Presley. Hi, Minnie Pearl. Hello. Oh, I have this cantaloupe.
I'll be honest.
Okay.
And also analyzing on both sides. So I do that. That's a new thing I can do.
Okay, I don't know if I'm back or not back. And I had my live on. Sorry, I got some. It swiped on accident. Sorry, I was not even paying attention to that. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I don't know if I'm back or not back. And I had my live. Okay, my nose wants to start running. Okay, and here's the flies again. I was trying to say, I was going to feed the girls cantaloupe. I went in the house to get a fan. Maybe that'll help keep the phone cool. I don't know if it will or it won't. Maybe it will. It was good. I was stuck in the loop. They're just jokes. Hi, they're just jokes. You're stuck in the loop. Yeah. So I'm just like looking around at the chickens right now. I was gonna hear Mabel. I was gonna see if this will work. Hold on. put this down here. Come here, babe. Here, Mabel. They've never had cantaloupe. Mabel! Mabel, look! Chick, 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 chick. Come here. Chick, 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 chick. I trained these girls. I didn't train the babies. Can you see? Here. You try. Sometimes they shake their head. There you go. Try that, Mabel. Good girl. And share. There you go. Major Pepper. Good girl. Good girls. Can you see them? I hope you can see them. Yummy. Yummy cantaloupe. Good girls. I don't know whether I... Whoopsie. You took it right out of my hand. Ugh. Here. It's probably better if I hold it. It's kind of hard to pull apart. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. You share. Mercury. Mercury says, what's going on? Whoops, I dropped it again. Ugh. Here, Mercury. Where's Minnie Pearl? Where's Minnie Pearl? Here, Mercury. There you go. Once they get the taste of it, then they go crazy. And these darn flies. There. Ouch. Don't pinch my fingers. Here, Mercury. Oh, Mabel. Don't eat the whole thing because you might choke. Don't want you to choke. Here. Here. Ow. I know it's hard to tell the difference between this and my finger. There you go. There. I love it. And I'll go test it out with the littles. I wish the littles had come over here. Where's Minnie Pearl? Chick, 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 chick. Minnie Pearl. Chick, 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 chick. Oh, Major Pepper. Don't choke on it. Here you go. Maybe Minnie Pearl's laying an egg. Or maybe she's taking a nap. I don't know. All right, Mercury, you haven't had much. Come over here. In front of the camera. I don't think they can see you way over there. Come on. Hey, be nice. Come on. Oh, it's slippery. You keep getting it out of my... You keep losing it. Ugh. Okay, let's see. I think my phone's going to stay cool now because I got the fan blowing on it. Oh, why do I keep... Here, come here, Mercury. You haven't had as much. Oh, I keep dropping it. You know what? Whatever. Here. Over here. Come on. Okay. I can't hold on to it. I gotta rinse my hands off. Oops, sorry. Sorry. Sorry, girls. Okay, let me read the chat. Swampy with a cloudy chance of meatballs. Little raptures. Yeah. What's the temp today? It's all good. Now. It was good. I was stuck in the loop. Oh, okay. The temp. Where's my other phone at? Oh, I put it in my bag. Okay, not a good angle. Okay, hold on. I might as well just take my glasses off. I think it was like 80, 83 feels like, 93 feels like 95. So not bad. Hi, Johnny. Yeah, I'm just hanging out with the girls right now. I'm getting ready I was feeding them some cantaloupe. I was gonna eat some of this cantaloupe, but the flies keep getting into the bag. I can't close it. What the heck? What? Oh. Anyway, I was gonna eat some, but it's hard for me to, I don't want to take a piece out and then turn around and close it up, you know, and then open it again 2 seconds later. So, flies got in it, and now I can't have any of it. There. So, the littles are over on the other side. These girls, I don't know where Minnie Pearl is. Minnie Pearl might be laying an egg, or she might be over on this side of the house where the water is. And I need to hose my water down, my sidewalk down, because it's hot and there's poop everywhere. Hi, Kaylee. I didn't even get a notification. Oh, dang. I get that too a lot. But yeah, I'm just on this bag of cantaloupe. I was gonna eat some of this, but the flies, I didn't shut the bag. Anyway, flies are getting in it. So it's for the chickens. But I only fed 3 of the chickens. The littles are on the other side of the house, but it's funny because the flies aren't even on the chicken poop. They're on the cantaloupe, but they're not on the chicken poop that's all over the sidewalk. I hose it down 2 or 3 times a week, at least. But when I'm working and I get busy, I don't, you know. And plus it takes a lot of water. Oh, you're eating a pot pie? Okay, you decided on a pot pie. You've been waiting, LOL. Yeah, I was on the phone with my daughter, and then I did that, and I wanted to set up my motion sensor thing for the trash can bandits, and it's not working. It worked fine when I took it out of the box, and you know, the sensor, it says it's supposed to go so many feet, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but it's not working. It wasn't working when I tested it. What kind of pot pie? I had a deconstructed lettuce wrap, but it wasn't a wrap. It was lettuce, a little bit of lettuce with ham and onions and tomatoes and banana peppers, the pickled banana peppers in the jar, and ranch, the homemade ranch that I make with the Trader Joe's ranch seasoning powder stuff, and then then I put Parmesan cheese on it, like, you know, real I grated the Parmesan cheese and put that on there, and then I had this salad topper stuff that I had left over from when I made the broccoli salad for the 4th of July. And that has pecans and raisins and cranberries and sunflower seeds, I think, in it. So I put that on there too. Hi, Kelly. Good to see you, Kelly. I couldn't stick around. I saw you putting the puzzle together today, but I didn't get to stay for the full Scrabble game. I saw some of it. I wish I could do Scrabble. I'd play it, but I can't. I just can't play it that good. I just like to watch. And Kelly says, hey, Presley. And Ray says, I haven't been here in a minute. Again, greetings and all love from Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, well, thank you for being here, Ray. My dad's name is Ray, and my grandfather's name was Ray. It's a good name. Kaylee says, I'm kind of sad. My cousin said that she's going to sell the pumpkin patch this year. The boys are looking so forward to that. Oh. Does she have a big pumpkin patch? They've got these big pumpkin patches here. And I learned it's a fun place to go, but I'll probably never ever go there again. They charge way too much to get in that place. Just to buy a pumpkin. I mean, I know it's the experience and all, but it was like, I'm trying to think of how much it was last year. Like $20 a person just to get in that place. Like, yeah, it wasn't worth it for sure. I could just go to the store and buy a pumpkin for way cheaper. Great name, LOL. Yeah, it is. So does she have a big pumpkin patch? John Personius Hawking 62 says hi. Hi, John. I'm just hanging out with my chickens. Oh, here's the littles. I just missed them. Olive. Chick, 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 chick. I'm going to try to train them. I didn't train them. I don't know why I didn't train them when they were little. I trained the other ones and it worked. Hopefully I'm not flashing. Okay, flip this around. Come on, girls. Chick, 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 chick. Come here. Chick, chick, chick. Chick, 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 chick. Chick, 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 chick. Come on. They're not interested. The other ones I trained, and these guys I didn't, and I'm mad at myself because I didn't train them. Come on, Rasputia. Come here, Olive. Chick, 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 chick. Come here. Chick, 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 chick. Chick, chick, chick. Let me see. Come on. I'm trying to get it on the ground over there for them. Hopefully you can see. Come on, girls. Chick, chick, chick. Here. Rasputia. Nope. No, they're not. They're going over there. I'm throwing it on the ground. Right there. You see it? But they're just not paying attention. Feels like my phone is getting hot again. Why it's getting so hot. And I'm in the shade. Here, girls. Oh, look. Now they found it over there. Here. Here. Rasputia. Here. Oh, you're so hot. Come here. Here. Rose. Come here, Rose. Chick, chick, chick. Here. Yeah. I made a mistake in not training them. Come here. Darn it. Come on. There you go, Rose. Come on. Here you go, Rose. Here, Rasputia. They just don't want it. They don't want it. They don't care. Here. Come on, Lily. on, Lily. Here. Oh, there you go. Yum. Monkey see, monkey do. Maybe. Here you go, Rose. I mean, that's Lily, not Rose. Rose is over there. Good girl. You don't like the stickiness on your beak? All right, well. You don't want it? My phone is getting so hot. Here you go, Mini Pearl. Mini Pearl. Here. Mini Pearl will eat it. There you go. And I can't see my chat. My hand is over the chat. My phone is hot. I can't show you my fan. I hope I'm not showing my fan because my fan is really dirty. It's really super dirty. Gotta wash my hand off. Okay, here, Mini Pearl. Gotta wash my hand. Hose this down a little bit because there's flies after the put that over there. The chickens will eat it. Go over there. Maybe the birds will eat it too. I'll probably throw the rest of this stuff out. The rest of the I gotta hose my feet down. I gotta I'm gonna throw the rest of this cantaloupe out. I only say chicky, chicky, chicky. I didn't train the littles. I don't know why I didn't. I just kind of forgot to train them. To come to the chick. That helps when you call them for them, you know, they come to you when you call, when you train them, but I didn't do it. Okay. Hopefully my phone will stay cool. Katie says it wasn't really big, but it was a fun place to go, and because it was my cousin's, sometimes she wouldn't charge me the full amount every single time I would go because I would help her a lot with her daughter. Oh, okay. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I don't have cousins that I'm close with. The cousins I do have, and I'm not close to them, but they live far away. Or some of them I don't even know. Like my mom's family. Her siblings. She was basically an only child, raised by her grandparents, her father's parents. And yeah. So, and then he had like 9 or 10 other kids. And I don't know them very well. My aunts and uncles and their kids. And then my dad's family. Yeah, 2 of my cousins are in Chicago, and I'm not real close to. Well, they moved. One's not there anymore, but Anyway, you're lucky to have your cousin because I'm not real close with my cousins. My kids, they're you know, closer with their cousins than I was. Of course, we were all spread out. We all, and I'm a lot old. Well, I'm older than some. Anyway, I digress about that. Thinking of cousins. Johnny says, oh, I read that. Hi, Kelly. Thanks for popping in and out, if you pop in and out. And Gary says, Johnny boy. And Johnny says, hi to Daisy. Positive. I mean, Gary says, Kaylee girl, Daisy lady. I'm tired today, guys. Sorry if I keep reading the same comments. I'm kind of spacing out. I'm even drinking a little caffeine in my tea. It's not a whole lot of tea, but these flies. Lemon, strawberry, peppermint tea. Johnny says, hi, Pokes. Sunny, tired. Yeah. Hope everyone is good. Did you eat good? Yeah, I finished saying what I was eating. It was ham and lettuce. Lately, I've been doing lettuce wraps, but then I realized lettuce wraps are too messy. So I just make it into a salad bowl with just a little, I use less lettuce. It's basically a lettuce wrap, but it's just chopped up. It's not a salad, but it sounds like it would be a salad, but it's less on the lettuce, the salady side, and more on the other stuff side of it. So I had ham and Parmesan cheese sprinkled on top, my homemade ranch that I make, tomato, onion. It seems like I'm forgetting something. Lettuce, tomato, onion. The ranch, and then the Parmesan, and then the salad toppers. I had leftover salad toppers, which is pecans, raisins, cran raisins, and pecans and sunflower seeds, excuse me. Johnny says, I just got home a little while ago, but I'm getting ready to make me some BLTs. Just don't feel like cooking that much. Yeah. I don't feel like cooking either. At all. Man, I need to go to the store too. I'm just watching the sparrows. You don't like weird salad items? What's a weird salad item? Is a salad top a weird salad item? Well, they flew away. How do they know I'm turning the camera around, you know? How do they know? There's one way over there. You see it? It looks like it's... it looks dead, but it's not dead. It's like sunbathing or something. Sleeping, I'm not sure. But yeah, I got a lot of sparrows. I don't know why I don't get more birds. Different kinds of birds, you know? I don't know why this stuff in the yard only attracts mostly sparrows. Can't go wrong with BLT. Yeah, that's another thing. You just got to cook the bee. You got to cook the bee and the BLT. What is wrong with this? Oh, there. And I cooked a lot of bacon yesterday, but I burnt half of it. I burnt the first batch because what was I doing? I was multitasking. Oh, I think I was grating the Parmesan cheese. Yeah, because yesterday I basically did the same thing with the salad with the lettuce wrap thing. Except I used roast beef and bacon. And I would have done the same thing today, but I was out of the roast beef. Eating a bee is better than being around a bee. Yeah. Johnny says, yeah, BLT is my go-to sandwich, but I don't feel like cooking much, but they are great. Yeah. Yeah. I like to cook a whole lot of bacon at once. And then just, eat it later. It's already cooked. Just go in there, pop it in the microwave if I have to, warm it up a little bit for a sandwich or whatever, or a snack. I like to use bacon for like dip, for like hummus. Or I found this guy that I watch. His name is Series Keto, Steve. And he has some good recipes, and I watched him make some horseradish dip, and it was really easy, and I went ahead and tried it, and it was really good too. It tasted really good with bacon, and it tasted really good on a roast beef sandwich. It's very easy to make. Yeah, those sparrows are back in that pen again, eating the chicken feed. Yep, it is what it is. I gotta clean up this. I gotta remember to put diatomaceous earth down too. Diatomaceous earth helps keep the parasites and fleas and all that kind of thing away. Like I put it in the chicken coop. I put it in the chicken tent and in the chicken pen on the ground, and I put it over in all the areas that they like to do their dust baths in. What's my favorite fruit? And Johnny says, yeah, I may get myself horseradish. It's great on roast beef sandwiches. Sometimes I shred horseradish to make my own cocktail sauce for shrimp. Yeah, that's a good idea. The best place and I'm going to answer your question in a minute, Kaylee. I've found that the horseradish, they have it just straight horseradish. I'm pretty sure it's just straight horseradish in the refrigerated section, in the dip section, like in Walmart. It's in the dip or the, sour cream. That's where I found it at the one Walmart that I went to. Because Angel didn't want to get the horseradish, the other horseradish in the bottle, like, the squeeze bottle, because it's like, got a lot of fillers and stuff. Anyway, that's just a little tidbit I've learned to get it from the refrigerated section. It's I got some in the fridge. I could show it to you. But I don't think I can get like fresh horseradish here. That would be good too. My favorite fruit, I would say, it depends. I don't really eat fruit, but when I do eat fruit, it's more like in my drink, for example. Probably strawberry. I don't like the seeds in the strawberries. Hi, Pamela. You just asked a question, Pamela. Hi, ma'am. I'm new here. Hi, Mads. How are you? Pamela says, I love my granny, my gran. My favorite fruit is watermelon. I don't really like watermelon. It has to be perfect. I haven't eaten it in so long because I can never find that perfect watermelon that I like. somebody's here. Right? No? No, I guess not. Oh, and Kaylee, I figured out why I wasn't getting the message, the sounds, because the sound for my messages on my other phone, because, you know, I've got two phones, my live phone and this phone. Pink is fire, the pink dragon fruit or the white one. I've never had that. Hi, Stats. You like honeydew? Cantaloupe is okay too. I would have been eating cantaloupe, but the flies got to it. Let's see. The flies are getting to, you know, I might as well just not even throw the cantaloupe down because it's just the flies eating it. All the gross flies. All over the cantaloupe. No birds are eating it. No chickens are eating it. Why you have it in a plastic bag? Because I cut it up. Are you going to eat a whole cantaloupe in one sitting? Well, how do you store your cantaloupe? Like, Staff says, why did you make out of your leftover Texas Roadhouse? Oh, what did you make? Oh, I just heated it up and ate it, the steak that way. I like all fruit, but my favorite is peaches and strawberries. Yeah, those are good choices. No, I'm not going to show you my house. Stat says, we put out fruit here before and no bites in the yard. Oh, yeah, the chickens were eating it, the big chickens were, but the little chickens, they don't really care for it. So, I guess I'm just gonna toss it because I can't eat it because the flies got in the bag. I'm hungry still, LOL. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. I'm kind of tired of the deconstructed lettuce wraps. If the fly eating it, it must be poo. No. You don't have flies getting on your food when you're at a picnic? Johnny says USA. And Paula says lasagna. Pamela says lasagna. Oh yeah, Mads, in the USA. I've never had, yeah, the pink dragon fruit. I'm not into the exotic stuff. And I don't really eat fruit, like I said. Johnny says sometimes I should. Okay, so I think I've read all the chat. Candy says, how's everyone today? Hi, Candy. Kitty says hi to Candy. I hope you're good, Candy. How did your blood work go? Matt says the US of A. Hell yeah. I'm from Denmark, by the way. Oh, okay. Nice to meet you, Mads from Denmark. Hopefully everyone's liked the video, and if you're not subscribed, it'd be nice if you subscribed. I'm trying to get to 1,500 by my subscribers by my birthday on the 11th of next month. Candy says, I threw donuts, leftover carrots outside, and flies were all over it. Flies go after everything. Right. Yep. Johnny says, hello, Candy. Pamela says, fly really do like poo, though. They like anything. And they, honestly, they weren't on the chicken poop. I've got tons of chicken poop. Here, I'll show you. They're over there on that fresh cantaloupe. As you can see, they're all over it. But on this, oh, this poop, oh, this is chicken poop. That's why I got my water hose. Oh, this is chicken poop, and there's no flies on it. No. So, It goes to show you flies have good taste, I guess. Oh, hi, Carrie. You subscribed? Okay, thank you, Pamela. Candy says, I almost fainted. My blood pressure 99 over 60. Oh, wow. Candy says, hi, Johnny. Hope you're well. Johnny says, I'm good. Candy, hope the same for you. Pamela says, why are you wasting cantaloupe? Look, I'm not wasting it, Pamela. I brought it out here. I forgot that the bag was opened up because I think I grabbed one out and ate it. I set it on the table. Boop, flies got in the bag. Are you going to eat cantaloupe after flies get all over the bag? There's like 10 flies in here. I'm not going to eat it, so that's why I'm throwing it away. Because flies got in the bag. I'm not wasting it. Flies got in the bag. And Dustin, hi Dustin. The only way to hide or escape the heat is inside with AC. Fighting that battle. Yep. And unfortunately, I'm not letting my chickens in my house. Johnny says, Pamela, thanks for subscribing. And Katie says, I just got a Spark order. Oh, awesome. And yeah, Pamela, you know what? Chickens poop. And I let them free range in my yard. Now, maybe you're the type of person that locks them up in the pen. I don't do that. And I come out and hose my stuff down 3 times a week, probably on average, sometimes more, sometimes less. But it doesn't matter if I do it every day. It costs money to run the water, first of all. And second of all, they get it poopy just as soon as I rinse it off. And where am I going to rinse it to? On the ground? I'm just moving it over from the sidewalk to the ground. Super chat money for chicken diapers and wasting cantaloupe. Right, Candy. She'll buy diapers for the chicken. Yeah, just for you, Pamela's father. And Dustin says, Candy, buy cantaloupe in bulk at Costco. Just toss into dumpster. Ha. Yeah. I mean, I already explained it, and I realized people come in new all the time into the conversation, but it's not like I went and bought a cantaloupe and cut it up and put it in a bag. I got judgment and questions, why do I put it in a bag? How do you store your cantaloupe? I never got an answer to that, by the way. How else you certainly don't eat a whole cantaloupe in one setting if you're just, one person. And Jeremy and Angel don't really care for cantaloupe. And I bought it for the chickens. I just happened to take a piece or two of it. But I even brought, I think I took it back in, but I even brought my salt shaker out here because I planned on eating it with the chickens. They did eat a little bit of it, Dustin, but the littles didn't care for it. The bigs, they did like it, but they like to eat it out of my hand. So, and they're gone now. Just toss a piece into the fridge. All willy-nilly. Yeah, like I store my stuff. I don't just let stuff sit in my fridge uncovered or unprotected, And cantaloupe is ooey and gooey. It's liquidy. The more willy and extra nilly, the better. Yeah. But it's like, I'm not going to just let it sit and get liquidy all in my fridge. Okay, sorry, Gran. I store my cantaloupe with saran wrap in the fridge. See, that's where you get your messiness. Juice just going to go everywhere. And if you store it that way, why are you questioning why I store it? Why I store it the way I store it? Kaylee says, Sunny. Dustin says, I miss cantaloupe. I used to eat it all the time with my great-grandma. Yeah, like I said, I did not buy it for myself. When I saw the cantaloupe, I was like, oh, let's try this with the chickens. And yes, I am guilty that I did eat like 5 pieces of cantaloupe one time. When I cut it up, I doused salt on it, and I ate it. Carrie says, we have a Karen. I mean, I won't digress into that anymore. Candy says, after I get fruit, I just throw it in the trash. It's the only right way to have fruit in your house. Yeah, and that's why I can't really pick a favorite fruit. Like I said, the fruit, I don't eat fruit, but if I do, it's something low glycemic, like strawberries, blueberries, or raspberries. But I don't like the seeds. I don't like seeds, and they get stuck in your teeth. And so when I do my strawberry puree, I only use like 1 tablespoon, by the way, in this, and it makes it plenty strawberry-y. But when I do my puree, I use a sifter, and I get all the seeds and everything out of there. So there's no seeds. Yeah. Pamela says you don't need salt. It's going to raise your blood pressure, Gran. That's a myth. That's not true. Everyone needs salt. And Dustin says salt does not raise blood pressure. Sugar and high insulin do. Exactly. It's exactly right. Someone I know, I won't say who, they just got diagnosed with high blood pressure, and I think she's pregnant, and she doesn't understand. I asked if the doctors suggested a diet change for her besides lowering your sodium, which you don't need to do. Maybe changing the type of sodium, the source of the sodium. That is a factor too, because people don't realize most of the sodium that you get in like already prepared processed food is the bad kind of salt that has those anti-caking agents in it and stuff. That's another factor in that. But sugar and high insulin, says Candy. And then Dustin says raise blood pressure. Yes. Sugar and high insulin raise blood pressure. Yep. I've been having 6,000 to 7,000 milligrams of sodium every day for years, and my blood pressure went down after being high for so long. Yeah, that's good, Dustin. It is, and something else they don't tell you is if you look it up, I think it is sugar, like if you take a bag of sugar and a bag of salt, the chubby emu, I haven't watched him for a while, but he does these doctor. He's a doctor, and he does like these case analysis type things. Like, I can't think of anything in particular, like exactly, but say like a grandma ate 100 cookies and this is what happened, or something like that. So, chubby emu. Yeah, Chubby Emu is his name. Anyway, he did an experiment, or he showed that sugar attracts fluid just like salt. He puts it in a bag, and the fluid, the water, goes to the sugar just like it does the salt. The anti-caking agent in iodized sea salt is such a tiny amount that it's not going to impact you. Oh, okay, Dustin. Okay. Yeah. Uh-oh. Somebody's not happy. Yeah. Dustin says people in the keto and carnivore world freak out about dextrose and iodized salt. In a 23-ounce container, there is the same amount of sugar as 1 egg. That container is going to last you about a year. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I used to be kind of like that. But I did realize, like, okay, for example, the Kinder seasoning is one that I've been wanting to try, but I read on the label that there's sugar or dextrose or whatever in it And I'm just like, but if you look at the carb count on it, then there's 0%. So it's beyond insignificant. And seasonings, it's a whole different story. Well, yeah, and it depends on where it's at on the list. But I usually will not buy anything that has any amount of sugar or anything. And you can make it at home yourself. All it is like, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, paprika, all those kind of things. You can make it at home. Just see what's on the ingredient list and put those together. Yeah. And if anyone wants to know, I have a community too on eating and diet. Candy, you might. Dustin has lives on Tuesday. He's a support. He's got 2 lives, Sunday mornings and Tuesday evenings. And Tuesdays is with his wife, Chandra. I always say her name wrong. Chandra. It doesn't matter. You know who I mean, Dustin. But so yeah, it's a good support. Johnny says, I grow spices. I have a few on my kitchen counter. Rosemary and parsley. Those are herbs. I don't even know what's the difference in spices and herbs. I can grow peppermint and that's it. Basil. I did grow basil last year. And Dustin says, look at the serving size. If it's a 1/4 teaspoon, you can consider it 1 carb. Are you really going to use more than a 1/4 teaspoon or 1/2 teaspoon in an entire dish? That's 2 carbs for the entire dish. Yeah, you have to consider the serving size as for that zero, quote unquote, 0 carb count. You definitely need to look at the serving size, because that's how they trick people into that, is they put the serving size so small that, and most people use way more than that. Like ketchup, for example. What is it? A tablespoon or a teaspoon? And then I'm just using that as an example. I don't know what the carb count is on ketchup. But just anything. It could be something like ketchup or mayo or mustard. And anyway, they put the serving size so small that makes the carb count 0. Johnny says, I believe spices and herbs and pepper are a little bit of red pepper and things like that. Oh, okay. If it says 1, you can pretty much consider it 2. Yeah. I used to do the carb manager thing and count my calories and stuff, but I stopped doing it. Not my calories. I wasn't counting my calories. Well, there for a period of time I did. I was trying to do under a certain amount so that I could lose some weight. But then, anyway, I stopped doing it because I had to weigh everything to put it in there right, to make sure I got it right. And I just forget to weigh things. I always forget. Serving size are there to make the nutrition labels look a certain way. Yep. Candy says, I look at every single label now. Years ago, I never bothered to look. Yeah. Me either. I never looked. Because I didn't know what all the garbage name, all that, what is the word I'm trying to say? Like, non-food names, it's these ridiculous names, and I just like, oh well, it doesn't matter, I don't know what this is. Either I eat it or I don't. And then I learned how to read labels from Bobby Parrish. He's not really in our community necessarily, but he's got millions of subscribers. I started watching him a long time ago to learn about organic, when to buy organic, when not, when you're going to waste your money on organic, stuff like that. That's how I learned to read labels from him. Presley says, go to bed, Candy. Don't be mean to Candy, Presley. And Candy says, look at every single label now. Okay. Dustin says, if calories mattered, why do 0-calorie things impact us in our weight loss journey? Yep, you're right. Absolutely right, Dustin. And I don't know, it's like, I don't know why we've been tricked. We've been tricked. So, Candy says no. No to Presley. Dustin says, yeah, on my channel I have videos that break down natural flavors and various things about labels. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Dustin's got also videos too. He's not just there for lives. I just refer to Dustin and that way as a support, because there's that community over there as well. And then he's good buddies too with Chris Cooking Nashville and Chris Cooking. And this is just me saying who I watch, who I enjoy watching. I'm not affiliated with Dustin. I'm not getting paid by Dustin. I'm not getting paid by anybody to say this. This is just me talking on my live. That's it. Saying who I like to watch. I don't get paid by anybody. And so Chris Cooking Nashville, and Chris Cooking Nashville's got lots of like amazing carnivore recipes. You would not even like, I don't know how he comes up with those recipes. Dustin says, I know. Oh wait, I'm working on a video for carrageenan. Oh, that would be interesting, because I don't know that much about carrageenan. Just that it's supposed to be, you know, messes with your gut. And Dustin says, I don't know if it's that we've been tricked or if people just go with what they know and keep pushing that stuff. Yeah. And then, excuse me, Dustin says, shh, don't tell them about all the pennies I give you. I give you 9 of them a month, haha. Yeah, well, you're a member, but that's not why. That's not why. Yeah, you don't say, here, I'll be a member, and yeah. Johnny says, I got a messy job this weekend. My sister is buying crabs. She asked me to make her some crab cakes. She likes the way I make them, but I told her she has to pick them. Oh yeah, that sounds messy. That sounds very messy. I don't know anything about fresh seafood. And I've tried crab cakes, but you know, not fresh crab. Or was it crab? Oh, maybe it was crab. We bought some like canned crab here in the store. Angel wanted. In the can, and it was expensive, and it didn't taste that good. Now I think Angel liked it. Angel's the seafood guy. I'm not. I don't really like seafood. OMG, I wish imitation crab was not so high in carbs. Oh yeah. I used to buy that like years and years ago and dip it in ranch dressing or whatever. But it probably doesn't even taste anything like crab. I don't know. It's like 14 to 25 grams a serving. Wow. Well, I must have ate lots and lots of carbs eating that. I didn't know it was that high in carbs because I don't like it, so I've never looked into it. Now my problem that I do have, that I do like, is fried catfish. That's the fish I do like to eat. And I don't have it that often, but it has to be fried in cornmeal, and I'm, you know, I do that. Not very often though. Maybe once or twice a year. Hold on, I'm trying to plug my phone in. Hello? Whoops. Yes. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Dustin, are you still there? Angel just called me. Johnny says fake crab meat tastes like rubber to me. Dustin says, yeah, I'm here. Okay. Angel is going in for another interview for that railroad place. The same job that you, I don't know if you're still working it, but it almost didn't sound like it was the best thing for you. But I just kind of, like, he's on the phone. He's got another interview with them. Do you think, yeah, for me it was not a good fit. Yeah, he said it wasn't a good fit for him.
What? I'm confused. What?
Dustin, my friend, he's actually in the chat right now, and he did do that job for a while, and I thought it didn't work well for him. But yeah, he said it wasn't a good fit for him. But you know, you can try it, but just because I can't remember all the details about it, Dustin, because he was talking about it on one of his lives, the things, but I can't remember. It's not a bad job, he says. He liked the job. He did like the job. But I can't remember the details that he talked about.
Hey, you
So-
listening?
But I didn't hear you.
Well, you've been talking.
No, but he said one more thing. He says, but they would call me all hours of the night. So you're on call, basically. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so there's that, and then I have this other job also.
Right.
There's we reviewed your application and would like to begin the application process. What is a good email to send the first Advantage link for you to complete your background check and MVR? Also, when would you like to start? And this is FedEx delivery driver.
Oh yeah, I would.
And I think that they said the pay is a flat rate per day, and it's 8-hour shifts. It says part-time / full-time, but then it's, oh, never mind. I can work part-time and do weekends only. I don't want to do weekends only. Or I can do Monday to Friday. But it's pretty much, it's $160 to $180 a day. And if it's 8 hours, it's like between like 20 and, they said it depends on experience or some shit. Hold on, let me do the other.
Oh, okay. Well, I would do the FedEx thing. That way you're not on call, but I don't know the hours. Dustin says I've never
between
even...
20 and 22 and the $22.50 an hour.
Oh, okay.
$22.50 is the higher one.
Okay.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, this one pays more. Yeah.
And you don't have to use your own vehicle.
I wouldn't have to use my own vehicle.
Yeah.
That's one either.
It's getting paid more than what I get paid. Dustin says, I never even interviewed for that job. I just got a phone number from a friend, called the number, and she had me come in. And while I was sitting there, she started onboarding me. Oh, okay. Dustin said the train job was $15 an hour. Wow. For on call, 24/7, but it was driving. Yeah, and then see, he's got another, anyway, it's another job for FedEx. That would be good. FedEx is better than UPS, I think. Probably hard to get on with them too. Okay.
It doesn't seem like it is.
Dustin says, I just have to use my vehicle there. They provide the vans. You do control. I did not have to use my own vehicle there. They provided vans. You do control on when you're on call, but you could go days without work if you're not on call 24 hours. Oh. Well, that is.
Yeah, that's what the railroad job is.
Yeah.
It's on call.
Johnny says.
But it's not 24 hours. Like you'll be on, like you if you want to be on call for nights or days. And that's 15 an hour.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
what he
the
said.
thing, like the railroad job, it pays less. It pays quite a bit less, but it's way easier. But because like all I have to do is just drive people to Wichita and then back, and then that's like if it was like to Wichita, it's like 3.5, like three to 3.5 hours there.
Yeah, but you don't know where you're.
Like
you don't know where you're going though. Yeah, I'd go days without getting.
Well, I could. Yeah, it depends. I mean, there's different BNSF railroads. Like
Yeah.
I think there's one in
I see you, Johnny.
Wichita. Like,
You say you've done
other places,
construction all your life.
But like, if all I'd have to do, like, if I like, all I'd have to do is just drive there.
They're hidden, Johnny.
Like, I'm not having to hop out of a FedEx. I wouldn't have to hop out of a FedEx truck a bunch of times and all that. I would just drive to a place, drop people off, and then drive back.
Yeah, but I remember.
Inconsistent.
Yeah, you're on call, inconsistent, only 15 an hour. And then you had, like, I remember Dustin saying he had trouble finding people. They're like off in them, like, he had trouble finding people. I remember he said that once. Yeah, they don't give you enough information either. They just say to go pick up this crew in Center City, never tell you what. Yeah, see, I was just saying that. They don't like give you a pin drop of where they are. They just expect you to go find them. Oh, are you hot? It's okay, girlies. The babies are running from Major Pepper. Mabel! We emptied that pool and Mabel came out from underneath that pool. I need to move it.
So I'd be driving for Amazon, and it's $21.50 an hour.
Oh, huh. That might be, well.
I don't want to do Amazon.
But yeah, you would have to drive
terrible.
all the way to the Amazon plant. And that's an hour away. You don't want to do that. And I don't even know where the...
Yeah, no. Didn't Tiffany do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I'm pretty sure the FedEx place is in South Topeka. So I'd be going past Frito-Lay. Like, you know where Mars is?
Yeah.
You know where Mars is. I'm pretty sure it's like a quarter mile, within a quarter mile of there. So I wouldn't have to be driving far to get the packages.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of flies out here. Johnny says my company pays. Or did I miss something? Oh, Dustin says, or they would give you a place to go, and by the time you get there, they changed it. Wow. Johnny says my company pays for all my gas and my phone, and I still make $24 an hour. Not too bad. Yeah, that is good, Johnny. And Dustin says I'm looking to become a certified health coach for Dr. Barry. It is $3,500 for a 6-month course. Coming up with that much is not very easy. Yeah, I did see they announced that. See, I missed his live. Oh, wait, they're live tonight. I missed it last week. I think I was working. I don't know. I was busy doing something, and I missed it. What was I doing? No. Anyway, I don't know. I was probably working.
I'm not gonna do that Amazon stuff.
Yeah, that's a long drive, an hour away. And then you're driving all day, delivering, or half the night, and then you got to drive home. I looked it up and I thought they were going to put one here in Topeka, and it said, yeah, the AI answered, it said, yeah. Hi there, Chris. How are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I popped in and watched your replay of your live. I miss so many people's live. I don't know. It's hard to get to everybody's live. Thanks for popping in. And Dustin says, I've put my application in already. Oh, okay. for the health coach stuff. I would love to do that. But yeah, I don't have 3,500. And I would really love to do that because, you know, people don't listen to me. They think I don't know anything. And I don't have anything to back me on it. You know, I don't have any degree. I don't have anything. Huh?
Oh yeah, Shay never called me.
Hard to keep up. Oh, she just must have got busy. Yeah, it is hard to keep up, Chris. I looked to make sure the notifications were turned off for you, and they weren't. So I've got them on now. So hopefully I can catch more of your lives. And Dustin says, I might try and crowdfund the money by selling time in advance at a discounted price if there are enough people interested in me being their coach. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. And Chris says, hi, Johnny. Hello, Keto. And Dustin says, hey to Chris. Thank you so much, Sunny. Oh, yeah, you're welcome, Chris.
I'll talk to you later.
Okay. All right.
I'll tell you about that.
Okay. Okay, well, hopefully you get the FedEx one. That's close by. Okay, all right.
All right, bye.
Bye. I got a little cardinal, maybe more than one cardinal. I don't know if you can see it. Nope, it flew away. Too far away, I think. It's right up. Where's it at? Somewhere up there. No, I think it flew. Anyway. Gosh. My phone is hot. Hold on. I'm going to try to cool it down. Sunny's got a Shoddy got a melody. I don't understand why I'm having trouble. There. Hi, Yvonne. Chris says, Pressy, hello. And bros. Hey, bros. Pressy says, big Christopher. Chris is a female, just so you know. It's an inside joke between Presley and Nature Dog Realms is Christina, and he likes to call her Christopher. Yvonne says, hey, Presley. Presley says, hey to Yvonne. Johnny says, looks about like the whole gang is here. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know what that's about. Can you hear her pecking? Yeah, the dogs are barking at the people that are fighting down there. Yeah, some kind of argument going on. I can't hear, and I don't want him to come up here to me. That's all. As long as they stay down there. The chicken needs a small piano. Hey, you know, there was a chicken. I don't know how they did it. I don't know whether it was faked or not, but I played part of it on, I hope it wasn't a copyright thing, but Norma Ray. Norma Ray says, hi Norma Ray. Yvonne says, that would be great. And chickens is my favorite. This chicken is my favorite, but I think Mabel is my spirit chicken. Yeah. Did I miss any? The chicken needs this. Oh yeah, the piano. There's my phone's gonna overheat. I think they calmed down. They went that way. Johnny says Mabel emoji. Marines and Army Mom. Hi, Marines and Army Mom. Did I miss you? Oh yeah, you say hi. Sorry. A little commotion down the alley, but they've calmed down and they're moving along now. I need to hose my sidewalk down a little bit. Yeah, Olive is so sweet. But yeah, there is a chicken. Who sent me that? Let me see. I can't remember who sent me. It might have been. Here it is. Hold on.
Yes, obviously. No, yes.
Amazing. Good luck.
Oh.
Thank you.
I don't know whether I'll get a copyright for it or not, but it's just so stinking cute. I'm trying to hold it close to my microphone.
No way. No! That is crazy. I do. I mean, I've never seen that before.
Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. That is so cute. This is so cute. America's Got Chickens, yeah. Big song. That's America. America Chicken, yeah. Yep. I could watch that over and over. I just think it's so cute. And I would be so disappointed, and I'm not even going to think about it being a fake thing. Somebody told me, oh, that's not real. I didn't even want to think about it because it's just too cute. America the Beautiful, yep. Kenny says, hi, nature. Yeah. And now they're gone. They were over here, but now they're gone. I'm testing out my new battery pack. I got this and I didn't realize how big it was. I should have my other one. My other one's probably delivered by now. The smaller ones. But see how thick this is? It weighs a full pound. Anyway. Okay, let's get Mabel on the piano now. She's got to pull her weight. No more free rent. Yeah. Stat says watching the rain, lightning, and thunder on my back deck. Oh, that sounds relaxing. As long as it's far away, the lightning. Sometimes I get a little anxious with a lot of lightning. That does sound relaxing. We need rain. It would cool things down here. I'm just trying to figure out how to get rid of, I got flies and I have wasps. And I don't want to I can't use any chemicals or anything. You keeping me company too. Oh, great, Stat. And Wendy's here. Hi, Wendy. I missed your comment. Johnny says LOL. Yeah. I'm gonna go in there, I think tonight, and try to find some good pictures of the chickens and get an emoji made for all of the chickens. Flies make a trap. YouTube it. There's some good ones. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. But then they get all stinky. If it's a liquidy trap. You know, my parents, well, I don't think it really works that well. They have one of those zapper things. And it works. It catches the bugs. But, you know, they also have bats. I didn't notice them last time I was out there, but they do have bats out there. And I feel like, you know, you're taking away from the bats if you're killing all the bugs. Wendy says hi. Hi. Oh, Candy. I was like, who's Andy? Candy and Johnny. So you guys, I'm assuming you went out and did proxy picks today. Did you go eat yet? Yvonne says, hey, Wendy. Oh, thanks for the emoji stats. Yeah, we're going to have way more emojis. I have 8 chickens, so. And then I've got a couple other ones in the ideas. Yeah. Just looking at the sparrows. Eating everything but the cantaloupe. Just ate Olive Garden. Oh, okay. Kaylee had that the other day when I was at Texas Roadhouse. And today she had a chicken pot pie. I don't know from where. She might have just got a I don't remember if she said. I might have missed her comment. And Wendy says hi to Yvonne. Oh, thank you, Johnny. Thank you. Yeah, yesterday, speaking of drink, yesterday I went and got my Dutch Bros coffee. You know, I switch between 7 Brew and Dutch Bros. I'll go either place. And so I get to the window. I don't know what that was. I get to the window and they hadn't, okay, you know, at Dutch Bros they have a drive-through and they have people that come out to your car and take your order. Well, I ordered in the app, but even if you order in the app, they still have the person with the little tablet check you in, and no one ever checked me in, so I just went on and stayed in line and got to the window and told them what my order was. Well, that I was in the app. So when I ordered it in the app, I accidentally ordered a medium instead of a large, and so they had to fix it. But anyway, the girl who was making the drinks, I get my drink and go on about my business, and then I get a ride, and it was her. So that was cool. And we talked and talked the whole way. It was like 10 miles to drop her off, and she even tipped me an extra $5. So Kenny says, ugh, Olive Garden. Minestrone soup is so good. What did you have, Wendy? I'm nosy. Yeah, I usually ask Wendy what she has. I just haven't done that. And Johnny says, you're welcome. Yeah, thank you, Johnny. Much appreciated. Unless Ray made a video. Sometimes Ray makes videos and she's not supposed to give too much information on that. Yvonne says, nice when things work out. Yeah, it was cool. That was cool that I recognized her instantly. It took her a minute, I think. Well, she remembered me though. She says, yeah, you're decaf, right? You just had a decaf. Because I think decaf sticks in people's when they make my order, because I'm like the only one that orders decaf or half calf. Chicken fettuccine is so good too. Yeah, I make chicken, I don't call it fettuccine, I call it chicken Alfredo, because I just basically have chicken with Alfredo sauce and broccoli. I'll pour put the chicken in the sauce, and then pour the sauce and the chicken. Oh, it's all homemade too. And pour that in over the broccoli. Chris says, you drink decaf too? Oh, okay. People think I'm weird because I drink decaf. Like, well, maybe weird's not the right word, but you know, they wonder why. Like, what's the point of drinking coffee if it's decaf? Because I like the taste of coffee, but not straight black coffee. It's, you know, like a latte. I get the sugar-free. Lately I've been getting at Dutch Bros, it's the sugar-free Annihilator, which is just chocolate macadamia flavoring. That's just it. And then it's the Annihilator comes brevet with half and half. Kenny says I love broccoli. And Chris says I can't handle caffeine. Yeah, I have a little bit of caffeine. Like in my morning coffee, I have half calf. I grind my beans and everything, and so I know exactly what's in it. But yeah, it's fresh and it's good, and I like it. I don't roast my own beans though. I'm not that particular, but yeah, I do half calf in the morning. I have one serving of that, and then every now and then I'll have like my tea, but it's like hardly any tea in it at all, which is, you know, regular black tea. The chick coffee is supposed to, yeah, I don't do black coffee. I've tried it, and I just don't like it. And Chris says, sounds good. Yeah, it is good. Oh, wait. Oh, you were talking about, the spaghetti. They're talking about the coffee. Well, or the drink. It is good, though. Wendy says, I had spaghetti with 4 cheese sauce and salad. And Ray had rigatoni with 4 cheese sauce and minestrone soup. Oh, okay. And Johnny says, I only make coffee when I go to make my smoothies. I used a coffee to make, you use coffee to make them. Oh. A coffee smoothie? You mean like a frozen coffee? Wendy says, way too much. I didn't eat even half of the pasta. Oh, yeah. See, if I went to Olive Garden, I wouldn't eat the pasta. I would probably order the chicken Alfredo with no noodles, with broccoli. Yeah, maybe a salad. Or maybe the soup. Depends on the soup. But that's kind of carby. Candy says, oh wait. Yeah, Candy says, but that's the best part, is taking it home for the next day. Yeah. Johnny says, no, like a smoothie. I'll put coffee, a little cream, just a little sugar, and a lot of ice in my Ninja blender. Oh, okay, yeah. So like a frozen coffee. They call it a frappe or frap or something. Blended. Those are good. That's what Jeremy and Angel usually get, is a blended. Just like with caramel. They like the caramel blended. I usually get soup and salad. I didn't take it home. Dang, I would have taken that home. I don't like leaving stuff behind. You know those rolls I brought home the other day from Texas Roadhouse, which I wasn't going to get, and then I decided to get them and then bring them home. Jeremy ate them all that night, I think. Candy says leftovers means no cooking and easy cleanup. Yep. Johnny says, what does everyone prefer? Homemade spaghetti sauce or sauce in the jar? I like homemade. Yeah, I prefer homemade. And sometimes I do homemade. But I usually will just buy the jar. But I should just do it homemade. It's not hard to do homemade. Candy says, I pay for it. I take home everything. Yep, that's the way I feel. I was going to take the bag of peanuts the other day, and I forgot to. Somebody's shooting up fireworks over here. Finally, you are relaxing, Sunny. Yeah, I'm just chatting with everybody right now. I'm not going to be relaxing. I'm not going to be working in my car. I'm going to be doing just a little bit of yard cleanup, the chicken area really, and hosing down the sidewalk. Wendy says, Ray didn't want it, and I still have a chicken breast in the fridge that I'm not going to eat. Sooner says, no. Gravy is what you put on your biscuits. Who said anything about gravy? Sauce is called, oh, I see. Oh. Who puts spaghetti sauce on biscuits? Nobody does that. Johnny says, yeah, some people do call it, yeah, egg gravy. Wendy says, Presley with a heart. Kalimani says, what are you doing, Miss Sunny? I'm just sitting out here. I was hanging out with the chickens, but they're like not here. They're trying to keep cool somewhere. And that's what I'm doing. And I'm getting ready to clean the chicken tent because it's dirty. Candy says it's an Italian thing where they call sauce gravy here, and on Sundays they spend the whole entire day making meatballs and gravy. Okay, that makes sense, but not all gravy goes on biscuits. Sooner says, I think the quality of the ground beef makes a big difference on how good it is. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that's true. They do call it gravy, but I couldn't imagine spaghetti sauce on biscuits. I mean, it is gravy-like, but it's also sauce-like. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, gravy could be called sauce, too. Presley says Italian power. And Kenny says, see, Wendy knows. Sooner says, I'm just pulling your leg. I knew that. I've seen Goodfellas. Johnny says, Ashley spaghetti originated from China. Actually, spaghetti originated from China because of the noodles. Oh, okay, I didn't know that. And Sooner laughs. Yeah. Yep. Italians know how to get down on the food, especially on Sunday dinner. Yeah. I never, I mean, I guess, I don't really have any friends that I can think of that were, you know, Italian family. When I grew up, I was in the country. And then, you know, a lot of my association with people is either through school or through church. And I don't remember any strong Italian families like that. Yeah. To have personal experience with that. I know that, you know, the people in the church would always cook and stuff, and we'd always do family dinners at our house and things. We'd always go to someone else's house too and eat. Sunday, sometimes. Johnny says, I'm making stuffed tomatoes tomorrow, but you have to buy a large tomato. Then prepare them like you would do a bell pepper. Oh, okay. Sounds good. Candy says, my mom's friend is from the boat from Italy. Vincenza is her name. She's always had an apron on, constantly cooked. Oh, wow. I don't know what these girls are coming over here for. Sooner says, we actually have a lot of Italians in Oklahoma. A lot of good family Italian restaurants. Oh, see, there's only like one locally owned Italian restaurant. My daughter used to work there. But I don't go there anymore because of, I don't do pasta. So, and they had one there's that one here in Topeka. They had one in Lawrence, but they closed that one down. And I can't remember why. It probably had something to do with, the year of 2020. She would make mean eggplant, thin sliced. Oh, I don't like eggplant. Ugh. Yeah, but we've only got one locally owned. Paisanos is what it's called. And then the Olive Garden. Johnny says, Yvonne says, that sounds good, Johnny. And then Johnny says, you stuff the tomato and before it's done, add mozzarella cheese. Oh, okay, yeah, it does sound good. My mouth is now watering, Johnny. I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. I do need to go to the store again. I don't know what I'm gonna cook. If I even want to cook anything. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner, but everybody's just talk about dinner is making me hungry. Hi, Nina. I just now see you there. Stogats. What's Stogats? Hey, Yvonne, says Nina. Nina says Sunny with a heart face. Did you have a good day, Nina? I haven't had time to watch your new video. I'm gonna watch it when I get done with all this stuff and go back in and settle in. There's so many people live now. It's hard to get to all the lives. And then I see people have put posts or videos or whatever up. And so it's hard to do all that at once. Sooner says, thanks so much for how you read the chat and run your live. It's very refreshing. Oh, thank you, Sooner. And Wendy says, I worked for an Italian every Christmas. His wife would cook a big meal and have us all over to eat. Oh, that sounds very, like a good person that would do that. Very kind. Nina says, it was all right, honey. How was yours? No worries. And then when Nina says, Wendy with a heart face. It's just a lazy day for me. I woke up late. I said, I had a headache when I woke up. And I said, I was really trying to get out and work. And I was debating, because when I came out here, I noticed the tent needs to be, the little area needs to be cleaned up. And anyway. So I was like, I'm just going to stay home today. I wasn't really feeling like going out working. And so, but other than that, everything is great. My feet are swelling. This heat. Good grief. And my right foot, where I broke my foot, man, look, I'm not going to show you my feet. I got ugly feet, but they're really swollen. I just realized that any headway was sparked. Well, let's see. Last time I looked, it was not working. Let's see. Oh. No. Okay. it's opening. Johnny says, I like to cook by watching Jack Papay, a French cook. I would record him and then do everything he did. Did it for years. I've never heard of him. I've heard of like Chef Jean-Pierre. He has a YouTube channel. Nope. Can't do it. Not yet. And then who was the other guy? He was a Cajun man. He had a show. What was his name? Yeah, I know. Fingers crossed, but I'm probably gonna have to call him. I think the man I talked to yesterday said wait 2 or 3 days or something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, luckily I've got these other apps to fall back on, but I didn't really make that much. I mean, it's, you know, my fault too, because I didn't get out until later in the day. Let's see. I can't even think. I was gonna do something. I don't remember. I was gonna do something on my app, and I mean on my phone, and I can't remember. Glad to see everyone in the chat today. Yeah. Oh yeah. The Cajun cook. Who was it? Cajun. He was in the 70s. I know as soon as I see his name, I'm going to be like, oh yeah, why didn't I think about him? Justin Wilson. Yeah. That guy. I didn't know anything about him until like 5 years ago. I found him on YouTube. And then the other one I watch is Chef Jean-Pierre. You know, when I was watching him, he's got millions of subs now. 2.27 million. That's him right there. I love watching him. Looks like they're having a party or something. Yeah, Chef Jean-Pierre. He's a really good teacher and he's funny. He's fun to watch. What was the French lady in the 70s? That was I can't remember. Yes, Julia Childs. My brain is not functioning very good. Yes, Julia Childs. And I never knew about any of these people. I never even knew there was such a thing as cooking shows back then. The first time I really knew anything about cooking shows that I was interested in was Gordon Ramsay, and that was Kitchen Nightmares. I first started watching that.
Mom, you know Sierra's outside, right?
Yeah.
What is that sound that keeps on going off?
What? It keeps going off? It's like a doorbell?
Yeah.
Oh, was it just now going off?
Like 15 minutes ago.
Oh. Well, maybe it's working now, but it shouldn't be going off unless someone walks in front of the trash can. By the trash can. It's supposed to alert if someone comes to our trash can. That's the only reason why I want it out there.
For our trash can?
Yeah, because of dummies. stealing our trash can, swapping out our trash can, filling our trash can, putting their other trash cans here, all that kind of stuff. Jeez, look at the flies.
It's gonna be calling wolf because you're not gonna know if it's someone and no one because you're gonna keep.
That's what I'm saying. I gotta get it to the right spot. But when I was out there trying to do that. Oh yeah, Emerald, yes, you're right. It was Emerald that I saw first. And then, yeah, I was watching Emerald, but I knew of him, but I never watched him. I didn't really watch any of them until Gordon. And then he had that show, and then Hell's Kitchen, and then, it was just in my head. Hell's Kitchen. But it didn't really teach you how to cook. And I just went through and I binge watched all the Gordon Ramsay YouTube videos I could find. You know, he had a series, a TV series of where he went into the prison, a prison system somewhere in the UK or something, I think, and he would teach them how to cook in there too. Hotel Hell. Oh yeah, I've watched that too. I've watched everything of Gordon Ramsay's. Unless it's really new, then maybe I haven't. But I just really like Gordon. I think that people think that he's a jerk or whatever, and I see it just the opposite of that. Yeah, he can be very blunt in telling people things. But he's just that's just his personality, and I think he's kind of lightened up on that too. He's really a nice guy. He does a lot of good things for people. I mean, who else is going to go? What other person do you know that goes into a prison system? He had to stop the show because they wouldn't let him do it anymore. He would still be doing that. But they wouldn't, well, I mean, he would have continued doing it until whatever, he decided to stop. I don't know how long ago it was. Few years ago. You love Cake Boss. Modeling chocolate. Yes, molding. I can't even say it, Nina. And let me go back. I think I missed Amy's Cooking Company. She was something else. That's episode was the best. I don't think I've watched that. I do enjoy. Oh yes. Oh yes, I remember that one. She was crazy. I like Gordon Ramsay, Hotel Hell. Oh hi Jay. Nina says I do enjoy when he yells at people. He calls them donkeys and things. Yeah. I meant Ramsay, not you. I've heard that you are a nice, good person and that he plays a jerk just on television. I'm not sure if he's playing, but if he is, whatever. Because in real life, I think he's a very genuine person, you know. And I think he tries to teach people to be better cooks, even if he has a certain way of doing it. And you know, he has expectations. He owns a restaurant, or he's trying to improve a restaurant with his own talent, you know what I mean? I know he gets paid by the network and it's a TV show, but I think he really tries to get down to the bottom of things in the Gordon Ramsay way. Chef Boyardee is the best press. Candy says, I believe his store, it's closed down now. I might be wrong. He didn't pay his bills. Yeah, maybe he just said it wasn't profitable, you know, and just took a loss on it. I don't know. You know, there's one here up in Kansas City that my daughter's ex-boyfriend, he's a sous chef, where he was. She broke up with him like a year ago, but year and a half ago. But he worked in the same hotel. He was in the hotel service kitchen, and so Gordon Ramsay's kitchen was in the same area or same. I'm not sure how close it was, but he. I don't know if he ever met Gordon. Hey, Sierra, get out of there. But he did meet Christina, The one, stop. Stop. Here, let's go inside. Come on. Oh, Sierra has a nose and a tongue, and she just, like, she can't come next to you and not, like, always have her nose or something on you. At Harris. Oh, yeah, that's right. And, yeah. We have a Hell's Kitchen in downtown Mills. Oh, in downtown, Minneapolis. Oh. Johnny says, I believe Julia Roberts was one of the first ones to start cooking on television. You mean Julia Childs? Probably so. I just don't think I got into watching that stuff. Wasn't it all on public television too? And I really wasn't a public television person. I didn't know that stuff was on there, and I would just always just skim right over PBS. I'm glad this fan has helped my phone. If I hadn't brought this fan out here, I would have had to end my live a long time ago. Johnny says, yeah, Julia Childs. Yeah. Yep. Respucia. Well, what time is it? 5:55. Ah, my other chargers are here. I was just looking at my phone notifications, which I always just swipe right out of them. I don't even really look at them. I was not into watching it either. Yeah, I just don't think I was aware of it. And I don't know. My mom and dad, when I got older, they started watching like the Food Network and stuff like that. But I just never really, I didn't get into it until I got older. Like I said, Gordon Ramsay was the one that got me into cooking shows. And he's not even really a cooking show like they are. Yeah. But, maybe I should have. It's funny because I remember watching Bob Ross on PBS. I think it was Saturday mornings after the cartoons or something? I don't remember. Johnny says, it is, it's because, well, I don't even know why it's going off, because it's not pointed that way. Somebody went in that gate over there. Okay, well, why don't one of you get on the phone, and then one of you go over here and move it. I don't know whether the thing is, maybe I need to swap out the receivers. I have, whatever they're called, not receiver, transmitter. Maybe I need to swap it out. Johnny says, I like taking a can of cut up peaches, pouring them into a casserole dish, then sprinkle on cake mix. That is so good. Bake 25 minutes. Last 3 minutes, add coconut. Oh, that sounds good. I wish I ate that stuff, but I don't. Sounds good though, Johnny. There's a snake on my road and it hasn't moved in about a half an hour. Sunbathing maybe? Hopefully nobody ran it over. What kind of snake is it, Nita? Do you know? Yeah, I think it's dead. Oh. Needs to move. Oh. Poor snake. Johnny says, but when you sprinkle the cake mix on the peaches, just let it soak in. Do not stir. Oh, okay. Wendy says, Lydia Bastivanchi, spelling, I think you said spelling, has a great restaurant in KC. She was on PBS. Her son Joe is a judge on MasterChef. Really? I love Joe. Huh. Oh, yeah, Joe. Yeah, I would not know how to spell. I don't even know how. I just know him by Joe. Don't touch it, Nina, says Candy. Candy says Casey would touch it, I'm sure. Nina says it's black and gray. Oh, it sounds like it's not venomous. I mean, I don't know. Do you have, if it were venomous, I don't know if you have like cottonmouths there in Tennessee, but it just sounds like a rat snake or something like that. But don't take my word for it, and you know, never approach a snake unless you know what it is. Of course, you know, I would approach it because I'm not scared of snakes, and I'm just too curious. Hi, girls. What are you saying? Whoops. What are you saying? Oh, they're gone. Lily, is that Lily or Rose? I can't see. I think it's Lily. Olive. What are you doing? Lily. Hi, Lily. Hi, Lily. Yeah, the cord's in your way. Candy says, oh, hell no. Wendy says, a dump cake, Johnny. Oh, yeah, that's the way to say it. Kaylee. Hi, Kaylee. Johnny says, Wendy kind of like that. Katie says, Sunny. Nina says, it's gone. Oh, so it wasn't dead. Olive makes the most unique sounds. Hi, Olive. And she sounds like these guys, when they make sounds, they sound like they're crying. She sounds like an eagle or a hawk or something. They sell Joe's wines there. Oh. Nina says, hey, Kaylee. Kenny says, snakes and spiders are a hard no. Yeah, I don't do spiders, but snakes, yeah, like I said, if I know it's poisonous or venomous, not poisonous, venomous, then I'm going to stay away from it. I need it to be gone because of the pups. Well, yeah. If you don't know what it is, it should be gone. Yeah, and if it wasn't venomous, it's not going to hurt the dogs, but let's get to 30 likes, says Kaylee. Oh yeah, we're almost there too. Johnny says, I like doing it that way because there's only one thing to clean up. That's the casserole dish. No sloppy cake mix bowl to clean. Yeah. Candy says, I had a spider in my bathroom a few weeks ago and I hit him with my hair dryer. But then he hid in the baseboard. Oh no. I remember one time, and Nina says, I guess not. Ugh, Candy. Nina, hold on, let me read the chat. Oh, let me read. Okay, I'm at the bottom. A snake was coming out of my baseboard in the bathroom last week, and when it saw me, it disappeared. Oh, wow. Wow, salty ice. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I remember I remember I went in we lived in the country, and I went in my bedroom, and there was a spider, a wolf spider, and I'm not lying, it was this big, like the size of a tarantula. I went and told my mom, and I was just terrified. I'm like, I can't deal with this spider. I was a teenager. I don't remember exactly how old I was, at least 13 or older, because I remember the bedroom I was in. And at that time, that was about the age that I was. It was around 13, 14. Anyway, she went in my room. I go in the other room. I'm like, deal with the spider, please. And she comes back and she says, oh, well, I said, did you kill it? Did you get it? And she says, no. She says, well, no, I missed it, but it's gone now. And I'm like, it's gone? It could get in my bed. I'm not sleeping in there, and I didn't sleep in my room. I don't know where that spider ever went either. It's a big spider. Where's it gonna go? And she said, oh, it just disappeared. It went away. And that it was all good now because it went away from where it was at. A snake coming out of the baseboard? Candy says, yeah, that would not be good. Snakes in the house, not good. Johnny says 30. Oh, is it 30? Nina says, yes, Candy, my bathroom is all jacked up. Candy says, I'd pass out seeing a snake come out of the baseboard. Yeah. Yeah. I've lived in some pretty, like, one house that I lived in was very, very bad. I've told the story before, but it was originally a one-bedroom house, and they made it into a two-bedroom house, but the second bedroom was like an add-on porch, and all they did was close it in. They just closed it in with whatever they used to close it in with. I don't even know what they used to close it in with. I mean, it might have been siding, but then the floor was like the porch floor, and it had big holes in it. They put carpet. They hid all the holes with carpet, like indoor, like it wasn't green, but it's like that kind of stuff, the fake grass, but it wasn't the fake grass. It was called indoor-outdoor carpet, that kind of stuff. And that was put down. I had no idea until I realized that mice were coming in. I had an like real bad infestation of mice, and I didn't know how they were getting in. And it was from that one room. But see, on the other, they had the back porch, and on the other side of the wall of the bedroom, the bedroom, was the washer and dryer. You know what I mean? So it was all added on, and it was just a porch. That was it. But they closed it in to make it more like a house. But they didn't do the floor right, and so all these little critters would come in. Kaylee says, I would be moving. I stuffed the hole with foil. Oh, wow. Candy said, I'd pass out seeing a snake come out. Yeah. Maybe you could fill it in with some caulking, Nina. That's inexpensive too, and it might be more, maybe more. I don't know how big the hole is, but I lived also the house I lived in when I moved up here, Anthony's house. It needed a lot of work, and it was an old house where they just added on things like room by room, like the bathroom. The bathroom was basically, the floor was basically a porch floor, and then they added on here and they added on there, like each room, it was all pieced together. And I was trying to do work on it because he let me live there for free, and so I would put, with whatever rent money I was going to pay him, I would try to put stuff into the house, but he also had to do the work on it, and so we did a little bit of work on it, but anyway, we never got to that bathroom. But my daughter Shay moved in there after I moved out, and she had rats coming in through the floor. So I'm guessing the floor got worse. That bathroom floor, all the piecing together that was done when they originally built these rooms was not good. And the foundation was on one side of the house wasn't very good either. They've all redone all that. They really fixed that house up. But my grands had a house like that. The bathroom needs a whole remodel. Yeah. You got all that open land over there tuning, and probably a snake family out there. Yeah. Snakes and spiders and mice. See, I'd rather have snakes than mice. Nah. No way. A lot of snakes out here. Oh yeah, Presley, you've probably got rattlers and all kinds of stuff out there. I mean, that's the way I imagine the desert. Maybe that's because of the westerns. Sooner says, you know what I miss? Old style floor furnaces. I hated those things. Burn your feet. Burn your feet up. Those things were hot. And see, when I moved into that one house, well, when he moved into that house that he bought, that first house, they had wall furnace, like, you know, gas furnaces, and they were just like on the wall in each room. I like those better than the, you know, the ones with the blower and all that. They don't get as dirty. You're not getting as much air, that bad dusty air blowing around. Yeah. And the thing I hate about furnaces or AC units or whatever is when they put the stuff in the floor. That drives me nuts. Because the dust gets in there, and then the thing comes on and you're blowing dust everywhere. I just hate it. And then stuff falls down in there. Especially, you know, I lived in a mobile home a lot of times. My parents have a mobile home. And I never did understand why they put stuff in the floor. Why not at the bottom of the wall, maybe, you know, to the side at the bottom or even to the top? I don't know. I just never understood that. Suna says, you know what I miss? Oh, I read that already. Sudha says, hey, my name is Rika, by the way. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't ask for any music suggestions, but thank you, Rika. I don't listen to music on my live. Sooner says, my grandma had a wall furnace. She would keep it so hot it would take your breath away. Oh, wow. Yeah, those wall furnaces weren't working when Anthony got there, and he didn't have any kind of heat at all. Well, maybe they were working. Maybe, like, I don't remember. I'd have to ask him, because he didn't have heat in there. He had to put a furnace in there. There was some kind of program that he got help with doing that. But he didn't have central air over there. When I lived there, I just had a window air conditioner unit, like I have here. And Johnny says, I remember my little brother fell through the floor when they took the grill on the furnace that was in the floor to replace it. He almost died. Oh, wow. Well, that's not good. Anita says, OMG, Johnny. Thank you, Candy. We get it, Suda. Thanks. Suna says, agreed. Overhead vents are better. Yeah. Candy says, that's terrible, Johnny. And Johnny says, yeah, he was only 4 at the time. He came running into the hall just after they pulled up the grill. Oh, wow. The timing on that's not good. I'm glad he's okay. Yeah, I'm not sure. My grandfather, I got 2 different stories. My grandfather either got burned from the floor heater, or he got scalded by the water in the bathtub. I'm not sure, but either way, that's what led to his death. He had to have skin grafting done. It burned him so bad. And I really don't remember which one it was, but whenever I hear the furnace or the scalding water, it reminds me of my grandpa. Because I think I'm confused on it because his wife at the time, I didn't like her. And I think she couldn't get her story straight. Oh, have a nice nap, Nina. Candy says, bye, Nina. Have a good night. Casey says, pockets on your cup ain't no way. Yeah. I don't use them. I just like the fact that it doesn't scrape up my cup holder in my car. Sooner says, I've got a couple of infrared heaters. They're a lifesaver. My house is old and very drafty. Oh, okay. I don't use the electric ones. It takes a lot of energy. When, like one or two, it depends on where you live too. It gets really cold here in Kansas, and there was a really cold, like last year, it got really super, super duper cold, and they were warning not to use the electric wall heater things, the things you plug into the outlet, because they take so much electricity. It's like, okay, those wall heaters, if you have it on maximum, it's 1,500 watts. That's about as much, well, it's more than having your microwave on. Just imagine having your microwave on all the time, all the time, all the time. The microwave's like 1,000, 1,100. And I never knew that, but they warned it. They said don't do it because it can cause the power to go out because of all the energy being used by those little so-called space heaters. I thought it was a golf bag with a straw. It does look like that, doesn't it? Yeah. And like I said, I got it because I think it's cute, but it also it protects my cup holder in my car. Candy says, Casey, have you been behaving today? Wendy says, bye, Nina. Johnny says, take care, Nina. I mean, I took it off the other day to wash it. I hand wash it. And I was contemplating not putting it back on there. And I didn't put it on there for a couple of days because I was letting it dry. And then when I went to go work the other day, I forgot to put it on there. But I realized that the thing is loud and clunky sounding in my car. That thing helps it not be so loud. Casey says, I drink out of a disposable plastic water bottle so I can pee in them. Yuck. Candy says, oh, Casey, stop peeing in bottles. Why don't you just use the toilet? Gosh. My ankles are swollen. Probably because I have them down. Johnny says that was too much information, LOL. Yeah. Ugh. Doesn't really. I think Casey says things just to get attention. Whoops, I hope there's no chickens under there. I gotta hose my feet down. Casey says, will you tell Candy that I love her and I can't wait to reunite with her after sailing the 7 seas? Oh, that feels nice on my feet. Candy says, come back with lots of money, Casey. I need my toes done, sir. Whoops, don't fall over. There's so many flies in my yard. I really need to figure out. Well, I mean, who was it that suggested fly traps? Somebody suggested fly traps. Whoops, no. The one thing I don't like about this hose is I can't, it like goes one way and that's it. If I try to turn it, it doesn't want to turn. Like, I don't know why. What is that? Oh, wait. Johnny says, okay, I'm getting hungry. I'm going to go make dinner. Take care, everyone. See you next time, Sunny. Thank you for being here, Johnny. Hope you have a good dinner. And Kaylee's got the watching me emojis eyes. Have a good night, Johnny, says Candy. Johnny says, thanks for the chat, everyone. Take care. You too, Johnny. Candy says, the heat doesn't help with the flies either. They are everywhere over here. That and those damn fruit flies. Yeah. And Kaylee says, Sunny, did you go to college? I did not go to college. I went to, it was a business school. It wasn't really considered a college. And this was back in the 80s. And this was before Windows, you know. And so basically what I did was I learned how to write letters and do things in the office like, what is it called? The key calculator, you know. I learned how to do that. I did everything but shorthand. I did a little bit of dictation, stuff like that. The last step was shorthand, and I really wish I would have went through with that. I mean, now they don't even do any of that stuff, but I learned how to program. I had to learn how to program and write in, what is that? What is that? What is that? There's a phrase for it. Hold on. It was for programming computers. I had to learn how to program a computer. Script? No. No, I can't remember what it's called, but I had to go. It was like, it was a lot to learn. Anyway, so I didn't, yeah, maybe it's writing code. There's a word for it, right? It's, my brain just doesn't want to work today on things, but yeah, it was with a command prompt. I had to go into the command prompt just to write a letter, because there was like, you had to program the computer. Like nowadays we have Windows Office or whatever, and so we don't have to write a script. I can't think of the word for it. Makes me mad when I can't think of words. Anyway, so it wasn't just like going on there. It was like saying points, like the size of the font, point 10. Then you had to program the spacing. Then you had to program the font. Then you had to program the paragraph. And you had to program all this. And then you went and typed what you wanted to say. And then you had to program the ending. You know, you had to program the header, the footer, the margins. Everything was programmed. There wasn't none of that. So Yvonne says, I'm back. Hey, Kaylee. And then Winnie says write code. And Sooner says I had a word processor that looked like a mini computer in a printer. It was pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah. And also the printers were those dot, 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 you know, bzz, dot, 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 those kind of things. They had the little strips on the side with the holes in it to feed the paper through the printer. Yeah, there was no such thing as the stuff they have now. So I feel like that was kind of a mini college, and I did end up going and using that. I ended up being a receptionist and a secretary, same title, I guess, in an office for the government for a while. And I remember one of the people that was in class with me, she went on to get a job in the government also, but she was in the courthouse, and that was a job that I applied for, and she got it and I didn't. And she worked there for many decades until she worked for a judge, and she was probably there with the judge. When the judge left, she left. Dot matrix, is that what it's called? Man, we're all old, LOL. Yep, that's what I learned. And then many years later, that's when I think Windows 95 came out with, I think that's what I remember, the first Windows, of being able to type a letter without having to do command prompts for it. I still can't think of the name of, it's called something. I think it's writing script. I'm not sure. Anyway. Yeah, the party line telephones, we had one of those. I even had the phone when I was a kid. We had it didn't have a dial on, it had like a turn thingy on there. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't. There didn't have numbers. It didn't have a dial for numbers. You cranked the thing, and then, you pick up the phone, you crank the thing, and then the operator would say, yes, can I help you? And then you'd say, I need to dial, whatever it wasn't even a phone number. It was like, I need such and such name, and they would look up the name, and then if you didn't know the number. That was when I was a little kid, and the phone would ring, and our neighbor's phone, we had to decipher whether it was like two longs and a short. It wasn't even like ring, ring. It was like ring, 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 ring. That's how we knew whether it was for us or not. Sooner, when I was a kid, my grandma had one, and we would listen to the neighbors' conversations. It was mostly just old lady gossiping. Yeah, I remember I would get caught on the phone listening. They'd say, hang up the phone, girls. And I'd be like, okay, and I'd hang it up. But I was like little. I didn't know any better. Kaylee says, hi, Yvonne. And Sooner says, Sarah. What do you mean, Sarah? Yeah, I'm just watching the girls. They're eating scratch. Well, I've noticed this charger is keeping it's not, she was the operator. I noticed that this charging pack is keeping the battery at the same. It's not like charging faster than the battery is going down. It's maintaining the same percent. Yeah, I don't remember the operator's name. My mom was one of those operators back in the early 70s. To my memory. That's the earliest I can remember. For AT&T. Oh no, Southwestern Bell. Sorry, Southwestern Bell. I need Angel and Jeremy to come out here and, because they said that the alarm that I have, let me call them real quick. And then we'll go walk over here. And then I'm gonna end my live when I figure this out. Oh, he's probably, are you upstairs?
Yeah.
Never mind. Let me call Jeremy.
Okay.
Let's see, Jeremy. Whoa, oh my gosh, I almost dropped my phone. Hold on. I don't know why it was going off when the neighbors came out. It doesn't make any sense. See, it's not, I have it right there. It's not going off.
It just went
Ah,
off.
okay, so I might have to bring the other one out here. Because it's being censored way over here. Let me go get the other one. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, let me go get this other one. Candy says, I'm going to start getting ready for bed. You had a long day. I hope you have a good night, Sunny, and everyone else. Excuse me. Thank you, Candy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna, I don't know. Don't want to bore you guys with this thing. And it keeps ding ding. And I got to go in here. I just got to get my other, hold on. I don't want to drop my phone. I don't have my phone case on it. And it's getting hot in my hand. Hold on, I'll be right back. And watch the girls. I'm just going to go in to get my other sensor right here. Let's swap it out. Maybe it's the sensor that's bad or something. I don't know. Whew. Okay, Jeremy, I'll call you right back. Okay, so this thing is really, I had to go on the Amazon account because I couldn't figure out how to get the battery out of here. It's like put the batteries in the sensor and put it on the wall. But I was like, how do I get it out of here? Anyway, you would never know that you move it this way. Isn't that weird? I've never seen anything like that. It slides over. See these things right here? It slides over that way. Huh. Anyway, I gotta take my and then the battery's on the back of this. It takes 3 AAA batteries. But this is hopefully gonna help me, fingers crossed, catch the trash can bandit. Trash can using whatever bandit. They're not using my trash can now. Now they're putting their trash, but who's to say, they might put more trash in my trash can. And I noticed the trash can that I had marked, I don't have the same trash can anymore, so they've swapped out trash cans. Yeah, I don't understand it. Okay, I got it back together. Now I gotta call Jeremy back. Yeah, just, okay, I call Jeremy. It's probably going off like crazy. Okay. Come on, Jeremy.
I'm taking a poo.
Oh my God. You didn't have to announce it. God.
What? Oh, are you live?
Yes, I'm live. I didn't have the phone next to me. I don't know whether they heard it or not. Well,
Well, the thing's going off.
that's because I got the thing in my hand.
Yeah, can I turn it off?
No, I have the thing in my hand. I just... Okay, well, why did you, like... Okay, bye. I understand you have to go in your... Never mind. All right, bye. Okay. So now that I'm trying to set it... Never mind. Never mind. We heard it. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Oh, well, it is what it is. But anyway, perfect timing for that. When I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to get the sensor right on it because I don't want it to go off when someone's walking down the alley. Or earlier it was going off when the neighbors were across the alley. You know what I mean? Like not even anywhere near the sensor. So I just want to fine tune it, but anyway. Okay, well, dang, some people's children. Yeah. That's why, you know, that's why, now you realize why I am so tolerant. Sometimes I'm very tolerant. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood. But, you know, I guess I didn't make it clear that I was still on my live. Yeah, it's live. It is what it is. So, well, yeah, these girls, they come around here. See, they're eating the wrong food. You see, there's Mabel. Mabel's over there eating the littles' food. The littles they have different food than the big girls because they're not laying eggs yet and they're still growing. So anyway, Mabel's not eating the right food. And then the other girls are over here scratching around. They do this in the morning and they do this at night. When the sun's getting ready to come on the other side to go down. Comes on the other side of the house. But yeah, it is what it is. This is my life. Yeah, he didn't know I was still alive. But, well, thanks for hanging out with me, everybody, and thanks for the likes. And we got to 31 likes. But I got to get this stuff cleaned up and and then I'm gonna go in the house and relax. So, and I still need to get my sensor figured out, because that's gonna drive me nuts. You know, the whole point of me having the sensor is for the trash cans, and I don't want it, I don't want it to go off every second. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night, and I will probably see you tomorrow, possibly. Even if it's a live from home, I'm still not sure if I'm going to go out or not. I really want to do Spark. I really want to have that option to do Spark, and I honestly like Spark for my live ride-alongs better than I do the rideshare. So anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. There sure is a shadow on me. But okay, hope you guys have a good night, and I might see you tomorrow, probably, but I'm not sure whether I'm going to be working or whether I'm going to be at home. So okay, well, have a good night, guys. Bye.